Oh, g'day, evening, welcome back to the little plane that could and our world adventure. So this evening takes us down to Trinidad and Tobago, which is we're getting towards the end of the Caribbean here. So if my calculations are correct, next Friday and Saturday will take us to the end of the Caribbean, and then we're into South America. So some interesting times ahead. Now tonight's leg is not that long. It's only 3 airports, kind of thing. I'm aware my headphone is facing the other way. It's because I've got Doggo here, and I just want to make sure that I can hear her. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we've got 3 legs this evening. 3 legs, 4 legs. One of those. It's one of those. My thing says 3, but it might actually be 4. And then we'll be finishing up and heading to an airport that I will drop the IKO in the chat for, and that's where we'll be doing some landing challenges like what we did at St. Barths and Saba and all that, and basically just everybody have a go at trying to land at this airport. It's back up in the Caribbean a bit in Puerto Rico, but it's basically known as the less famous St. Barths, so this could be very, very interesting. Anyway, let's have a look at who has joined us this evening. So we have Mr. Black Evo 9. How you going, good sir? Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated to have you here. Vruden, the great. Thank you so much for joining us, mate. Hopefully the helicopter shows up. It is 100% installed. It'd be good to see you actually in the right aircraft for once. Mr. David Jacko. The one, the only, the Big Jack, the Tasty Burger Man. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Mr. Chris Dennis. I know I've already said hello to you in Portuguese, but hello again. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us from Portugal, good sir. Mr. Leonard Rapier. As usual, the pleasure is all mine to have you here. Thank you very much for joining. Mr. Sean Dale. The one and only. our British superstar. Thank you so much for joining us, mate. We have Mr. Garwin Grimm, the one, the only, the race car man. How are you going? Hope you're doing well, sir. Will you be joining us this evening, or are you still working on the cars? Let me know. Thanks for coming along either way, though. Much appreciated. Mr. Dan Random. Beetle, the cops are here, everybody. How you going, Dan? Welcome, welcome. Very nice to see you, mate. Thanks for joining us. Alright. The niceties are all sorted. Let's have a look at where everyone is in relation to me, because this sim is very good at putting me on the other side of the airport, should I say. I can see Vruden hovering, and he appears to be in a helicopter. Hold the phones, people. Vruden is being shown in the aircraft he's actually in. Amazing. Alright, let's start this up and get out of here. Mr. Gowan says he might join for a few. Absolutely, good sir. Please do. The more the merrier. So we've got a couple of decent distant legs this evening. So I'm going to go for about 5,000. I don't know if that's too high for the helicopter people. Do let me know. Alright, well, if everyone... Oh, I should probably figure out what runway we're going to be going out on, hey. So we've got sort of a headwind coming down, so... Where's the VFR map? Let me zoom in. We will go off of runway 04. But we could almost, with the length of the runway here, I think with what most of us are flying, we could almost just straight on and out. So I think that's exactly what I'll be doing. Get rid of that parking brake. Alright, let's get going. How is everyone doing this evening, by the way? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had good weekends, first day back at work. For at least the Australians anyway, I believe. I'm not sure about the rest of you, but yeah, hopefully your weekend was good. Hopefully you got up to some good things. If anybody's done anything interesting or whatever, let us know. Mr. Vruden says he's fine wherever. He usually flies about 3,000 over the water. Yep. That sounds good. When I pull up on the runway here, Mr. Vruden, if you would like, I'm happy to sit outside my aircraft for a bit, and for the first time ever, you'll actually be able to see a helicopter on the stream. If that's something you would be interested in, I'm more than happy to accommodate. This airport looks a lot different when there's not 700,000 clouds surrounding it and fog and all that. There we go. Mr. Vruden actually being depicted in what he's flying. Eventually I came through on my promises. Eventually. Alright, let's get going. Let's see some of this wonderful Caribbean scenery. As usual, getting overtaken by Vruden on takeoff. It's quite a majestic sight to actually have a helicopter in this stream now. Clive says, good evening, how is the heater doing? Are we talking about the little fireplace thing that you see behind me? In which case it's a piece of shit. Completely smokes out the room and makes it impossible for me to be able to breathe. So, not well. Mr. Brett Plays says, well, hello from the van life. Now, Mr. Brett, what's that all about? This sounds like something worth conversating about. What's this van life you speak of? Are you living out of a van? Have you taken up the van life? Or are you just on a holiday? Mr. Gowan says, crashed on load up, I will catch up. Not a problem at all, mate. Not a problem at all. We will be making, whoops, wrong button. We will be heading to Union Island International, which is only 16 minutes flight away. So you can either catch up or you can just wait there. Your call on that one. Clive says, not good. It's alright, mate. Nothing that a couple of layers of clothing can't fix. But, you know, if things get really, really bad, I've got my own personal little animal heater over here that I can always bring over and put on my lap. So, we're all good there. Yes, also, good evening, Mr. Brett Plays, if I didn't mention that when I saw your comment about van life. Mr. Sim15, how you going, good sir? Welcome to the stream. Always a pleasure to have you along. Thank you very much for coming. Not long now until the 27th of July, and hopefully the game's optimizations that are supposedly going to occur enable you to be able to fly along with us. That would be absolutely fantastic. Mr. Brett Plays says, I am currently on holidays in my caravan at the other end of Tasmania. Oh, so you're in the south of Tassie now. Are we southeast, southwest, right in the middle? What's, Mr. Clive Hawker says, I have no computer for 2 weeks watching at the moment. Not a problem, mate. Much appreciated that you come along and watch. Brett Plays says, yay for mobile data. Absolutely. You must be on Telstra if you're using mobile data out in that part of the world, I'd say, because I'm pretty sure no other phone company in this country would cover that part of. I could be wrong. I must say, having the headphone like this is really not comfortable. I think it might just be more comfortable if I just occasionally peer over at Doggo and make sure she's all good. But right now, she's snoring, so... Brett Place says south, but slightly northwest of Hobart. Okay, fair enough. Sounds good. You're reminding me that I need a holiday. Wow, Mr. Black, flying right up there in the pits. That's cool, mate. Really cool. Oh, yeah, and I mean, how good does this island look now that we've got a bit of altitude behind us? It's almost like it's a volcanic paradise in the middle there. David says, did you end up getting the music fixed? No, I just downloaded some songs from the YouTube music library. And I am currently working on getting a royalty-free music streaming setup going. I'm just in the process of comparing all the different offerings. There's about 5 or 6 companies that offer various things at various prices, and I'm just sort of doing my research to make sure I select the one that's got what I would hope is the best music for the streams and for the videos. Keeping in mind that I'm not always going to be streaming Flight Simulation. Mr. Brett Plays says, out past New Norfolk on the way to Strathgordon. Oh, I know where you are. A lot of my dad's side of the family grew up in Hobart, so I'm familiar with that part of Nice area, really nice area. I mean, Tasmania is a whole nice area, but in particular, that outer part of Hobart is quite lovely. Mr. Red Place says I still use YouTube Library. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the only reason why I'm considering the royalty-free music things is because they're only about $12, $13 a month. At least the ones I've been looking at anyway, which is artlist.io and Soundstripe and MusicBed. Yeah. Sean Dale says Slipknot. Don't think I'm going to be able to get royalty-free Slipknot somehow. Sim15 says, please no cowboy music like Shane. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to maintain a focus on this energetic ambiance and calm Euro electronic, I guess you'd call it. It's not quite EDM, it's... I wouldn't exactly know how to refer to it, but kind of like what I was playing from SoundCloud before it all got taken down, basically, is what I'm looking for. So I'm just trying to weigh up which of the particular services offers the most options of that sort of genre, and I'm going to probably go with that one. So that should be something that's sorted out probably by the end of this coming week, I would say. So from next Monday's stream, we will probably have a proper royalty-free music streaming service. I've also made sure to deposit all your wonderful donations into my Just Some Aussie Gamer bank account that I have now opened, and I have used those to purchase a few games on Steam. So we'll be able to, thanks to your wonderful generosity, we'll be able to increase the number of games that this channel's got on offer. So thank you so much for all of you doing that. It's enabling me to do things like this and provide more content. So absolute legends. Should hopefully... Dick Smith told me that my green screen is on the way now, like actually on the way with Australia Post. I have a tracking number, so with any luck, we should have that very soon. I'm hoping. Letter Rapier says another one whose family learnt to swim the moat. Yes, that's exactly right. They did. Brett Place says, yes, it's nice. Kind of looks like it's snowing but melting before it hits the ground at the moment. So good time to be in a caravan. Oh yeah, that sounds absolutely awesome, Brett. Gowan says old school trance. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. Speaking of being in a trance, all these little rocky islands, damn. This is it's pretty spectacular, Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm not going to lie. Leonard Arabia says, Tassie father as well, 12 siblings as well. Oh yeah, so there we go. They like to breed them down in Tassie. Brett says, good on you, I set up a new account for doing that too. Yep, absolutely. It's it seemed like the right option to do. I was originally, when you guys were donating, I was originally going to use it to pay some of my other subscriptions for YouTubers, but when the donations kept coming, I was like, you know what? I need to invest this back into the channel. So from now on, any donations to the channel will be invested back into the channel, unless otherwise specified in, charity-related streams, etc. Speaking of which, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer, you sneaky little bugger, dropping in a donation of $5. Thank you so much, good Sir Shane. Welcome to the stream. Absolute legend. David says, the green screen will look awesome when it's up. How close are you going to have it behind you? I'm thinking probably, let's see if I can do a good depiction of this. I'm thinking probably sort of out here kind of thing. So that the whole, get back onto the carpet chair. Come on, 4-wheel drive mode activated. Yeah, I'm thinking sort of just behind my little carpet setup that I've got here, so that all the background stuff is dealt with. Don't have to, yeah. Sim15 says, yes, Bryce used the money to buy DCS. No, I haven't bought DCS. However, if people would like me to do some DCS streaming, I would have no issues whatsoever in streaming DCS at all. Yeah, I would be very much down to do that. Bruden says, damn, that made me laugh. Yeah. That didn't sound right. Are we still talking about the damn, or what didn't sound right? My voice? Because my voice doesn't sound right ever. Brett Place says you can get DCS for free. Ah, well in that case, I'll get DCS. I wasn't aware of that. That's my bad. Rookie error there. Showing off my amateurness when it comes to this whole gaming thing. I'll get DCS, not a problem. For free, anything for free. I also like if anyone's got any games that are on Steam or whatever that are free that they would like me to, obviously I'm more than happy to get those and do it. Oh, you'd never thought you'd hear an Aussie say that. Yeah. I like to steal a bit of Americanisms sometimes, just for the laughs. Because it usually gets the reaction that you just had of, what the? Sean says it's on sale, only $2,378.68 for DCA. Brett Place says, but add-ons cost. There are 2 aircraft included, Su-25 and P-51. You know what? Nothing wrong with a Mustang and a Sukhoi to start with, and add-ons cost, well, what simulation game do add-ons not cost? You know? Yeah. Shane says, what's the sim/game you would like to play but haven't got yet? Ooh. Throwing me on the spot there, Shane. Probably, like, I've got American Truck Simulator, but I'd also like to get Euro Truck Simulator to, you know, because I guess if I'm streaming ATS, I may also do a bit of ETS. It sort of makes sense to do some streaming that's familiar to the American viewers, and then do some streaming that's familiar to the European viewers as well. DCS is great in VR. Well, there's just another reason for me to get myself some VR later this year. Red Place says if you bought every add-on it would cost that much. Yeah, but I feel like most flight simulators, if you bought every add-on, it would probably cost that much. Sean says DCS has 2 rough planes for free, then buy Flaming Cliffs 3 lots simple planes for $51.32. Hey, $51.32 for 3 planes, that's some pretty good value. Is it game or Sims? Are you talking about the name of the channel there, Clive? Or, because it's going to be both. Just, I have quite a few things that are sort of just waiting to be done. So for example, I have every single Grand Theft Auto from Grand Theft Auto 3 onwards, and I will be doing a Grand Theft Auto nostalgia series at some point, starting with Grand Theft Auto 3. But I already have all that. Leonard Rapier says, Euro Truck Simulator 2 is cheap at the moment. Yes, it is. It's currently sitting in my cart on Steam. That will probably be one of the next purchases I make. Mr. Drew, how are you going, sir? Welcome to the stream. Very nice of you to come along. Hope you're doing well. Mr. Oz Flight Simmer, yes, Euro Truck Simulator 2. That is the game that is currently sitting in my cart. So for those who are interested in knowing what I did get my hands on with the money from the donations so far, I got F1 2020 after so many requests for that. I got a few DLCs for American Truck Simulator, and I bought the Grand Theft Auto pack, which included Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and I already have GTA 4 and GTA 5. Oh yeah, I'd love Red Dead Redemption 2, but that shit's still like $80, so I'll wait a couple of weeks, and then I'll buy that. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption, I love that game, and it's made by the same guys that make Grand Theft Auto, so you know it's going to be absolutely friggin' awesome. So I'm not landing at TVSU, I'm just overflying, but people are more than welcome to land there. I just simply put it in for if people joined the stream slightly late or whatever, so that they wouldn't feel like they had to find a random airport in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. Gowan says, I have a working copy of every Gran Turismo in the systems to run them on, including TT, the motorcycle one. Damn, very nice. Bruden says, we're going to need to see the receipts. What are you, my tax accountant or the ATO? Oh, Mr. Oz Flight Simmer, another $3. Thank you so much, mate. You're an absolute legend. Now I know why you're asking about Euro Truck Simulator. It's not just because you're interested, it's because you're going to do the sneaky. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. Right, now I can add, I can take that ETS2 that's in my cart and I can click complete purchase. Got a lot of games lined up now for once I finish up at work this week. Holy shit. This is good though, this is good. There's there will be a period of time when I finish up where I will actually go away on holidays for 3 or 4 days. I just need an opportunity to get away with the other half, with the puppy dog, and just escape the world. But when I come back, you can be damn sure that streams will almost be a nightly occurrence for a good probably until the end of July, if not further. It all comes down to what I decide to do on the side. I'm sort of looking to just get a fill-in cafe position. For the moment, I'm working on some behind-the-scenes business-related stuff. So I do need some time to focus on that, and I'm obviously still studying as well. And then in October, November, I'm joining in the catering of a music festival, and that runs all the way through to January. So basically, I'm just trying to fill in 3 months with a bit of income here, a bit of income there, etc., etc. So I will have a lot more time for streaming and stuff between now and sort of October, I would assume. And then, unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, but I get the feeling that after October, the streams may slow down a little bit until after Christmas time, and then they'll come back quite hard, because by then I should be qualified in real estate, and I should have the business, like the weekend on the side business, all sorted as well. So I'll be able to make enough income doing 2 or 3 days of work, and then be able to focus on the YouTube content creation. Anyway, I just wanted to put that all out there so people have got a good idea of the direction of where the channel's heading, what they can expect to see, what they can, you know, and I'm always up for suggestions and help and all that in relation to that as well. So, you know, this is a group effort. It's not just me. All of you, I want all of you involved. We have... Yeah, so again, everyone's thanking Shane. So yeah, thank you very much, Shane, for doing that. You're absolutely awesome. If only there was more people like yourself in the world. That is very, very true. Letter says, I'm going to have to set up to stream now to do ETS2 with you. Please do. I would absolutely love that. Brett Place says, yes, mate, it's sometimes good to get away for your own mental health. It's not necessarily that. My mental health is in a very, very, very good place compared to where it has been, especially since I started streaming. It's more just because I've had so much going on with working full-time, studying full-time, looking after a puppy dog, and I've thrown streaming into there as well. And my other half works full-time as well. The time that we've spent together has been significantly reduced over the last sort of 8 to 12 weeks. So we'd just like to have an opportunity to just run away from it all for 3 or 4 days. So that's more the reasoning behind that. Mr. Stew, g'day all, how you going? I did... Are you going to use TMP for ETS2? I did read that, but I didn't quite understand what TMP is. Mr. Coda101 says, sound one. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And Ozflight Simmer says, that's the plan. Well, mate, it's all been enabled by you. Had I have not started watching Shane Ozflight Simmer, I probably wouldn't have decided to stream. Ozflight Simmer said, don't mention it. You've supported my channel forever and a day. At least I can do. Legend. Sim15 says, Bryce, question. Your world flight. Where did it start and what route are you taking in general? So the world flight started at Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, the birthplace of heavier than air flight. And we're going down in all the Caribbean islands, coming around into Aruba. That'll be the last Caribbean island destination. And then we're going down South America through Brazil, all the way down to the Falkland Islands. Then back up through Chile, through the center, through Bolivia, etc., etc., up into Central America, Mexico. Then we'll be crisscrossing our way across the east coast and the central east of the United States of America into Canada, where we'll be doing the east coast and the central east of Canada before going up into Alaska, across into parts of Russia, down into Asia, then tackling all the Micronesian and Pacific Islands and all that, and then coming down into New Zealand, Australia, before going up into Southeast Asia, attacking Southeast Asia and the subcontinent, across through the Central Asia, so like Kazakhstan and all that, then down over through the Middle East, do the islands like the Maldives, the Seychelles, etc. Then we'll be going into Africa, down all the way around the back of Africa, up into Europe. And then we'll be going from Europe, working our way up into Greenland and all that. Across back into Canada, doing the other side of Canada, coming down into the United States, doing the other half of the United States. And then the last country will then be leaving the United States again once more, hopping over to Bermuda, which is probably the most annoying country to try and add to a round the world journey because it is just so isolated from everything else. and then finishing back at Kitty Hawk in Kill Devil Hills. So Stu says, g'day. Yep, sorry mate, I've already read that. Just Some Aussie Gamer says, lost count at the hours I've done on there. If you're talking about Euro Truck Simulator, that sounds good because I need somebody who knows what they're doing with ETS and ATS, so it'll be good to have somebody along who knows their way around that. Coda says, cold winter. Yeah, and also in a man cave out of the main part of the house so that I can stream interruption free. I don't want to, because all the bedrooms in the house are all next to each other, I don't want to be keeping my housemate awake until all hours of the morning when I do my late night streams. Yeah, so nothing that some layers can't fix basically, but it is quite cold. Coda says, you'll get there, will take some time, but keep pumping content out and soon enough, boom, millionaire. Doing just flight simulation and truck simulation probably is not going to make me a millionaire. But, you know, I'm here for the fun, I'm not here for the money. Mr. Shawndale, $6.93 Australian. You're a king legend. Thank you so much, mate. Awesome, awesome, awesome person. Yep, truck multiplayer, absolutely, Stu. Sean says, Stanley and Goose Green in the Falklands, please. Yeah, if there's anywhere that you just pop it in the Discord detour requests, and I will obviously factor that in. Gowan says the Andes are going to be epic. Absolutely they are. The Andes will be epic. The Atacama Desert is going to be insane. We're going to follow the Amazon River in Brazil. It's just going to be nuts. South America, like, the Caribbean's been very lovely, but South America's just going to take it up a whole nother level. Coda says, Shane is minted now. He has floating Maltesers in his coffee yesterday like it didn't affect his bank balance whatsoever. Brett Plays says, wow, so done by 2024. Yeah, probably at this rate. But you know what that means? It means that there's going to be flight sim streaming over all different parts of the world for the next few years. And I feel like that's a win. Leonard says, I got a few good legs for you. Aussie one like mail plane runs. Just hit me up about ETS. Any legs or whatever that you would like to see, drop them in the detour requests in the Discord, and they will absolutely be included. You'll see that Mr. Willie Canuck, I've put a request in for him already that he asked me to do. And Mr. Willie V as well has put in a couple of requests for when we get back around to North Carolina, although that will be a while. Gowan says, just an FYI, Cape Hatteras, close to Kitty Hawk, is the closest point to the US and Bermuda. So yes, Gowan, that's exactly right. The aim is to go from somewhere just above Kitty Hawk out to Bermuda, and then from Bermuda into Kitty Hawk to be the last leg. That is what I'm sort of aiming for, so that we can, if we don't make it, we can say that we were sucked up by the triangle. Sean says, I have 400 plus hours ETS and 300 plus hours in ATS, have all the add-ons too. Oh, you sound like the perfect multiplayer people to do these simulations with. Mr. Sim15 says, okay guys, early start tomorrow, on the tools, please stay well, take care, love you all. Same to you, Sim, love you too, mate. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for coming along. Enjoy work tomorrow, and might see you in tomorrow night's American Truck Simulator debacle. I say debacle because I've never driven, and I get the feeling it's just not going to be smooth sailing. Stu says 700 hours in ETS. Well, there you go. David Jacob says, after last night's stream, I needed a good old Tim Tam slam today. The disadvantage of being a lactard is can only eat a couple of Tim Tams. Mr. Brett Place says, I got 1 hour on ETS, so I'd be happy to join you though, a couple of 100 hours on ATS. Yes, absolutely. And that reminds me, at the end of this stream, I need to make sure that my beta version with multiplayer online is working, because obviously tomorrow night I would like to drive with all of you. Yeah. Leonard Rapier says, can show you some Kakadu spots and Litchfield National Park, as well as the Bungle Bungles. Well, Leonard, the good news is I have all 3 of those locations already in the flight plan. Mainly because many people wouldn't include the Bungle Bungles. I did, because I went there in real life and I was just like, you cannot not see that. It is fucking insane. So, yeah. Coda says, what do you make of the Just Flight Pipers? Looking forward to Warrior release, if I'm honest. I'll be honest with you right now, Coda. I don't have them. Because I didn't, until I started streaming 6 or 8 weeks ago, whatever it was, I didn't see the point in having all these aircraft. Now, however, I do. And I am slowly building up the number of add-ons I have, but I prefer to usually buy sceneries, cityscapes and airports before I buy aircraft. David Jacko says, I downloaded ATS the other day, I still haven't played it yet. Well, there you go. You're going to have 2 amateurs in there tomorrow night. Coda 101 says, and PMDG need to sort their nonsense and get the 737 ASP for the ASAP for the sim. Yes, but at the same time with PMDG, don't rush them, because it will be so worthwhile in the end. Sean Dale says only 8 players allowed in multiplayer ATS. Cool. I mean, at the moment I've counted myself, David, Brett, Stu, Sean, which is you. I think we're still under 8. So, oh, and Leonard Rapier. So yeah, I think that's 6 or 7. So I think we're good there. Leonard Rapier says, when did you go there? You used to work there, know all the waterfalls in the Northern Territory and there. Oh, this is pushing the memory now. I did a trip, we did a family holiday, probably more than 10 years ago now, unfortunately, which is why it's so hard to remember. But, yeah, probably about 10, 12 years ago, I would say. And I remember doing Broome and Kununurra and all that at the same time. Sean says, I'm using the Arrow 4 Turbo. I love it. Ozflight liked it too. There you go, Coda. 2 superb reviews about the Piper Arrow from 2 superb, knowledgeable flight simulation people. So there you go. That's, if you wanted some good advice on the aircraft, there's some good advice. I just realised I need to really lose some freaking altitude. Spent too much time talking. Leonard Rapier says, I was there 09 to 2011. Yeah. I'm just trying to remember when it was exactly. It would have been not that far from there. I think it was... It may have been... I think it was just before I started VCE at school. Mr. Brett Place says, mate, it's been a big day for me and I'm off to bed. Have a great flight, mate. No worries, Brett. Thank you so much for coming along, mate. Much appreciated. Look after yourself. Enjoy your caravanning and catch up with you soon, mate. Sean Dale says, I can't make tomorrow ATS. Hospital, your time's a daytime for me. Sorry, I'll try and catch up when I get back. Not a problem, Sean. You are all good, mate. Life comes first. We'll be around for many years to come, so I'm sure you won't miss out. Mr. Zach's Gaming Lab. How you going, good sir? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to hear from you this evening. Mr. Ozfloatsimus says, should get the E175. I hear it's awesome. Great performance. Shane, shut up. I saw you stream last night. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. Mr. Zach says, it is I, Zach. Would you want my signature autograph? Sure. Pop it in the Discord. I can then go around and brag that I've got the signature of the famous Zach's Gaming Lab. Better not cut in front of Mr. Sean here. That would be a go-round scenario for him, and that would be a little bit messed up. Plus, I feel like I still need to lose some altitude here. Yes, that's exactly right, Coda. Zach, can I also have your bank account details? I need to do some things. Concentration face is already activated, even though I still haven't even turned final yet. Well played, Mr. Zach, well played. David. Ozflight Simmers says, I wouldn't go that far, more like a Nissan Bluebird. I know how to stir up some real controversy in the chat. The E175 is as crap as a VN Commodore. Now I'm just waiting patiently for Mr. Leonard Rapier to go, whoa, what did you say? Coda says, I'm going to need to ask for your mother's maiden name and the name of the first pet in the city you were born in, please. Zach's Gaming Lab says, fact of the stream, don't post bank account details online, you'll get robbed. I could have sworn, Leonard, that you said that VN Commodores are better than the AU Falcon, unless you were just pulling my leg, in which case, never mind. Yeah, sorry, Shane. I agree with Leonard. It's much nicer flying this these approaches without 40 knots of wind. Curtis says, you're doing a good job at occupying my working time. Good one. Well, nobody's forcing you to watch, but I do appreciate that you are prioritising me over the work time. Rudin says, I put in CC information to get this game. I got robbed. And unfortunately now we have to cancel Rudin because he called it a game and not a sim. So welcome to Grenada, the explosive country. I was reading earlier on Wikipedia that Grenada is famous for its herbs and spices. So there's some interesting information. It is the most herb and spice-rich place in the whole of the Caribbean. Random useless facts. Leonard says, oh they are, I'm a Holden supporter, never touch an AU. Yeah, blah blah. All the Ford acronyms, etc, etc. Let's just agree to disagree on that one and we can just have at it with Shane and his love for Boeing or boring. That one's going to potentially stir up a few. Zach's Gaming Led says, you might get sued to Vruden. I'm a good lawyer. Are you, Zach? You're a good lawyer. I'll keep that in mind. Coda says, booked the latter part of the week for vacation. Work asked me if I wanted to do overtime and told them I'd rather walk into oncoming traffic. Oh, shit. Very nice. Good response. Rudin says, I used to own a Ford Grenada. Oh, well, there you go. I must say, it looks friggin' awesome to have the helicopter up there in the corner just hovering. That's very cool. Ozflight Simmer says, is it a sim on a gaming console or a game? Okay, you make a fair point, I guess. But I still think it's a sim. Zach's Gaming Lab says, useless fact, YouTube is part of Google. Yes, it is. Leonard says, I will admit I do like escorts. I mean, that's for you in your own personal time, Leonard. Yeah, I must say, Mr. Random, that stop was very awesome. I think everyone is down. Everyone is down. Well, welcome to Grenada. Is that... Hang on, is that somebody out there in the distance? Boring is good in jets. Last thing you want is an exciting day at work. Don't get me wrong, Black. I don't have an issue. I think I've said this before. I don't have an issue with Boeing. I just like to wind Shane up about it. In the same way that he likes to wind up us about Airbus. Shane says, excuse me, can I have my donation back now? No, there's no finders keepers, no returns. Sorry, mate. Vruden says perfect perfect spot to watch the landings. Leaded Rapier says, yeah, I stuffed that up. I meant Ford Escorts. I was wondering if it was Mr. Lonsky, because I saw LONSK, and I was like, more than happy to wait for you here, Mr. Lonsky. Welcome to the stream as well, good sir. So the next destination is the final airport of leg flights related to the World Adventure little plane that could this evening. It's about 90 nautical miles, about 45 minutes of flying. But then we will be heading, as I said at the start of the stream, to do some landing challenging. And that is simply because the next airport on in the Caribbean that I was going to take us to would have added another hour and a bit to the stream. So Mr. Lonsky says he'll catch up. Don't wait. Not a problem, Mr. Lonsky. We will see you when you've caught up. All right, let's get going. I'm coming through you, Big Jack. And Big Jack out in front. Yeah, that's how we know that everything's going to be okay. And that we're never going to get lost because Big Jack's in the lead. And I just pressed the G button to retract my landing gear for some unbeknownst reason on a fixed gear aircraft. Well done, Bryce. Kicking goals. Kicking fucking goals. So an interesting fact is the nation we're heading to, of Trinidad and Tobago, is the wealthiest nation in the Caribbean and has a huge amount of oil and petroleum. You know, unfortunately, a lot of countries within the Caribbean are classified as developing, and whereas Trinidad and Tobago is 100% a first world nation with a first world economy. Zach says, anybody for a cup of tea? Yes, please. I'll have a cup of tea, mate. But yeah, I'm with Sean, only if you have Chocky biscuits. I know you've probably only got penguins, but I'll take some Tim Tams. Black says, all I've ever flown is 767, 737, 787. Well, at least you've flown the really good Boeings. About the only thing missing from that list is the 777, I guess. Oh yeah, and I guess you would have been rated for the 757 because of the 767. That makes sense. So, yeah. Can't believe that we've already nearly completed the Caribbean, and by the end of Saturday next week that we will have actually completed the whole Caribbean. That's a significant distance. Coda says, check out Dutch Pilot Girl. Where? Fantastic aerobatics there, Mr. Black. Mr. Leonard Rapier says, been some awesome flying and weather, arms still sore from Saturday. Yeah, but that's not from flying, is it? That's from other activities. Dan Random says, it's been fun to watch and fly along. It's been fun to have you along, mate. It's always good to have the police along, in case, you know, anybody gets rowdy or whatever. Somebody who can sort them out. Coda says on YouTube, good aviation channel, she's a 737 pilot. Sean says, YouTube Dutch pilot girl, don't understand though. Yeah, well, I guess if she speaks Dutch, but nothing that subtitles can't fix, I guess. May not always be 100% correct with YouTube and Google's translations, but you get the general idea. David says, OnlyFans, I'm sure there is a cheeky Dutch pilot girl. Oh, friggin' hell, David. Two seconds, I'm just gonna go do something for the papa. Dan says, settle down. Or speeding. Let Rapier, shh, not meant to tell them. By the way, I sent the blow-up doll back to you. Thanks, mate. Let me know when you need to borrow it again. Coda says, no, she speaks English on her videos, but she's just Dutch. Bit a dream-like. Oh, Coda's got a bit of a crush. Coda and Dutch pilot girl sitting in a tree. No, F-U-C-K-I-N-G. Yes, I am 12 years old. Oz says, Russian 737, great vids. Yeah, I know, the dent in the hair from the headset. Whenever I finish up a stream and I go to my room, I walk past the mirror, I'm like, what the friggin' hell is going on? Gowan, yes, not a problem, mate. I can give you a rough heading. 177. Curtis says, oh yeah, you'd beat lumps out of it. Yes, this is the disadvantage to having curly hair is... yeah. Ooh, Coda has cooties from her. Now I should probably, I'm going to drop that ICAO code for the airport that we're going to be testing our pilot skills at this evening. And I have a few in reserve as well if we find it too easy or if we have enough time to do more than one. But I do have things to complete tomorrow, so I'm not going to be streaming until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, my time this evening. More like maybe another hour, maybe 90 minutes. Where did I put it? There. So that is the code, for the ICAO code for the airport where we're going to be doing our landing challenge this evening. So very similar to last time. Pick a small aircraft. We'll all have attempts. I'll be sitting there with the drone. I'll have a couple of attempts. Just enjoy ourselves. Sean, you certainly can try your DC-6. Just be aware the runway is 700 meters long. So, more than welcome to give it a shot, but no guarantees that you'll be able to get it down. It is colloquially referred to as the less famous St. Barths. So, yeah. How about I do the shortest flight in the biggest plane possible? So are you thinking like those 2 islands that are at the top of Scotland there, which I think is the shortest commercial flight in the world, and then doing that in the 747-8? No worries, Coda, mate. Thank you very much for coming along. Much appreciated. Look after yourself, mate, and I'll catch you when you're next around. Have a good one. Sean says, my real life is minutes ahead of the YouTube stream. Keep refreshing but not syncing. That's interesting. Shouldn't be a few minutes. It should only be like 7 or 10 seconds, I believe. You know, not St. Barths again, but this airport that we're going to is referred to as the less famous St. Barths. So it's challenging in different ways, but also has some resemblance to St. Barths. David Jacko says, will we be able to get it down? Well, before you get it down, you've got to get it up. Leonard Rapier says, mind you got a HOTAS this time, so should be interesting. Yeah, you should be absolutely able to nail it this time. Mr. Jacko says, let's get them likes up, guys and gals. Thank you very much, David. Much appreciated, mate. Absolute gentleman, as usual. Those who watch the Saturday stream will be pleased to know that I got a little bit of flossing practice in. Got a little bit of river dance practice in. Fuck me, that was a debacle. it wasn't very successful, but the good news is I should be able to at least have some foot movements down for the stream next Saturday. Mr. Lonsky caught up. Yes, of course he did. There we go. Welcome to the pack, Mr. Lonsky. Nice to have you along. So many people flying, I can't even get you all in one shot. I'll just have to do another... Oh, actually I probably can, because there's a thing called a fucking drone, Bryce. Maybe if you... Alright, who are we going to go spy on? Let's play with the drone speed a little bit here, because that's a little slow. Mr. Black in his pits. Mr. Sean Dale, how you going, sir? I'm just droning along next to you. Mr. Ozflight Simmer says, Bryce, is your stream set to ultra low? No. It is set to normal and I have an excellent connection. I managed to fix the issues with... what are those stupid things that you've got to send every 4 seconds or whatever to make YouTube happy? I can't quite remember what it's called, but I managed to fix that issue. So, yeah. Mr. Shawndale says he's hit the thumbs up button. You're an absolute legend, mate. Coming down to see Mr. Jacko, who's doing wing waves in his DA40. Mr. Stew, I'll come back for you. You are a long way away. Is the chat running a long way in front of the stream, is it? Coming down to see Mr. Vruden in his helicopter. Vruden says, when I joined Shane's stream, it defaulted to 144p. Try reloading the page. And Sean says, lots of fluffy things ahead, more storms. I would say that's probably still the weather that's been plaguing the Caribbean for the last few days. Chat is behind the stream about 15 seconds. That's about normal, isn't it? That's what it's meant to be, or have I lost my mind? Yep, responding now, Mr. Drew. That took me about 3 seconds to read, so just take that into account. "90 seconds? So, Shane, you're talking about latency, yeah? "90 seconds seems insane." Yeah, so for me, Sean, from the time that you sent that message to me clicking my clock was about 30 seconds. Okay, so set ultra low latency. Rightio, I'll do that from now on, not a problem. So I'll test that with tomorrow's American Truck Sim stream. That's really weird. Some people are getting 90 seconds, some people are getting 30 seconds. So yeah, if ultra low latency is going to fix the issue, I'll absolutely do that. Pity the E175 was slower than that. Yes, very true. That E175 is an interesting aircraft. Sean says, when we land, I'll flash land light and post in chat that I've done it. Then we know exact type. Sorry for causing problems. You're not causing problems at all, mate, Mr. Sean. It's good feedback for me to know these things, because now that I know, I'm able to change my latency with the streams and reduce the delay. Okay, some people may still have a slightly longer delay than others because of ping and distance across the world and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. It is not a problem whatsoever, good sir. These are the kind of things that I need to know. So, thank you. And also, Mr. Sean, when we do the mental health charity stream in a couple of weeks, which will be raising money for Mind, because Mind is a company that is based in Europe, based in North America, based in Australia, etc. I would actually like to potentially get you into the Discord and have a bit of an interview with you live on stream, if that's something you'd be interested in doing. That's exactly right, Shane. Feedback is fantastic. I'm all about the feedback. The more feedback you give me, the more of a polished product I can provide in return. Also, sorry to not go around and see everyone with the drone, but that was taking forever because I didn't quite realise how far apart some of us are. Sean says, calling me sir is like putting an elevator in an outhouse it doesn't belong. For some reason, I always call people sir when I'm referring to them. It's not as if I'm trying to put you on a pedestal or whatever. It just seems to be a thing I do. I've done it for many years. Mr. Drew says, feedback is a gift except from your microphone. Very true. And I'm pretty sure every time I pick up that damn Xbox controller to play with the drone, I smack it into the microphone. So if you guys can hear that, my bad. Mr. Ozflightsimmer says, Bryce, I have some feedback for you. Do go ahead, although I get the feeling this might be, 50-50 that this is going to be a smart-ass comment. But please. Yep, I was right. Get a better AFL team. Just notice your jacket. Rubbish. Thanks, Shane. We, what happened when we played Hawthorn? What was that? Oh, we won? Oh. Okay. Cool. What was that? We won in Tasmania. The Hawthorn fortress. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Telling me to get a better team when his team's colours are pee and poo. Yeah, you're alright, Leonard. I don't mind the Crows. I don't mind Brisbane either. I just like this jacket for this. It is completely Sherpa lined on the inside. Go Pies. Oh, God. David, I'm going to have to start calling you the Toothless Terror. Shane says, it's because of the drugs? Too early, or has the dust settled? That sounds like a very uneducated comment, Shane. There is still... Mr. Bruce Francis is still in the courts right now on Essendon's behalf, taking on Asada and the AFL. And so far, he has uncovered many things that... show quite a lot of corruption going on behind the scenes in the AFL in relation to that whole debacle. I'm in no way saying that we're innocent and Stephen Dank and Bomber Thompson were innocent in that scenario, but you really should be doing some more research into that particular topic, because there's a lot more to it than what has been reported in the news. And there is quite a high chance that some certain people may end up in jail. Gowan says, go Corvette. And Stu says, go me. That's the spirit, Stu. David Jacko says, to Len Rapier, he had to go. Yeah, I agree with you. And you know what, David? You guys, I'm speaking from a purely, not from an Essendon supporter when I say this, but from a neutral perspective when I say this. Collingwood has been there or thereabouts for 20 years now. You've made like 6 grand finals in that time. Every team sort of gets to the end of a long point of such success, which unfortunately I feel like this is where Collingwood has finally come to. You've got a lot of older players who are probably going to retire at the end of the year. You probably don't have much salary cap room, and you have some really exciting youngsters coming through, but they need some game time. As much as it sucks, if I was Collingwood, based on the season you're having right now, at the end of the year, I would let all your older players who have only got 1 or 2 years or even 3 years left in them, I would let them go. And start with the 18 and 19 and 20 year olds, spend 2 or 3 years being complete crap, and look to the future. Because you don't want to be that team who keeps trying to top up for another 4 or 5 years of success, and then end up like where Carlton and all that are. You just don't want to be there. It's expecting a 15-minute lecture. Not trying to lecture you, Shane. I'm just saying, like, a lot of us Essendon supporters are very sick of the whole comments about drugs, and then when we mention the whole thing about Bruce Francis, nobody knows because they're keeping it so quiet and on the down low because they know they fucked up. Yeah, I was about to say, the perfect example of what can happen if you rebuild a team correctly, look at Adelaide. Last year, barely could win a game of football. This year, wow. Another example, North Melbourne. Start of the year, getting absolutely smacked by 140 points and 120 points and whatever. Now, just after the middle part of the season, 2 wins and a draw. Hello, Mr. Jeffrey. How are you going, sir? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. We're just on the last leg of the World Adventure Little Plane That Could, and then we'll be heading off to a difficult airport for everybody to have a bit of pilot skills challenge. And I'll be out there with the drone. Mr. Gowan says, I own a first-gen Corvette made in the first month of production, 1989. So your Corvette is 4 years older than I am. That's pretty cool though, man. I'm not going to lie. So we are 22 nautical miles from Port of Spain here in Trinidad and Tobago. The clouds sort of seem to have dispersed a little bit. I feel like the weather's now, as it's gotten further south towards South America, it's probably calmed down a bit. Oh, sorry, not a Corvette, the MX-5. Sorry, I didn't read that message above. A 1989 MX-5, that's cool. That is really cool. Bruden says I have a 94 Corvette, and Garwin's is a 2002 Z06. Now that's cool. Sean. Very nice. Very nice. Well played. Mr. Jeffrey says, can't join today. Sent my PC to the Dell Center for more RAM. Not a problem, mate. All good. I hope the extra memory gives the PC what it needs. Yeah, MX-5 Miata. They're absolutely brilliant little cars, especially for like a weekend car to take on the twisty mountain roads. Fantastic. Leonard says, and we stuck by the young guns and shown what we can do in a few years and how much of a threat we could be if we fire. Absolutely, Leonard. Sometimes you need to mix up the players. Sometimes you need to mix up the coaching staff. I'm going to sound obviously really biased here, but Essendon mixed up the coaching staff at the end of last year, and look at the change in attitude. We've gone from middle of the road, not really, you know, threatening anyone or anything and not looking like doing much to, you know, now we've got people like Darcy Parish breaking AFL, VFL records. Gowan says we have to change bearings on the vet about once a season. Takes about 45 minutes once you're used to doing it. That's pretty quick for doing bearings, I'm not going to lie. That's pretty good. Gowan says, my picture is me tracking it on Lime Rock Park. Alright, I'm going to have a bit more of a look at your YouTube profile at the end of this stream. Blonsky says, they are awesome with a supercharger. Absolutely. I think one of my favourite Corvette clips is Mr. Jeremy Clarkson himself driving that Corvette with the 640 horsepower LS motor back when Top Gear did the America trip all those years ago. Jeez, Trinidad and Tobago is really turning the scenery on here for us. Gowan says mine is bone stock other than the roll bar and 15-inch rims. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, you're talking MX-5 supercharged. Actually, yeah. They are fantastic. I'm pretty sure, doesn't, sorry. It didn't just crash my game, it crashed my Streamlabs, it crashed my music, it crashed everything. Absolutely everything. Yeah, so that's not just a crash to desktop. My graphics card driver had a complete hissy fit and crashed everything. I think I'm just repeating myself to make sure that everybody heard. I lost Google Chrome, I lost streaming software, chatbot, the whole lot. So anyway, I'm going to load Flight Sim back up, and I'll get on the ground there in Trinidad and Tobago. Or I might position myself in for a landing. Seems like I might need a driver update. Unfortunately. Hello? There we go. I was going to say, do we want to load? Yes, we do. Sorry. Restarting Microsoft Flight Simulator that time caused a blue screen of death and the whole computer to shut down. So if you're still here, hi. That was real interesting. The graphics card is a Radeon 5700 XT. I have had no issues with it whatsoever, but I haven't updated the drivers in a while, so I'm wondering if I might need to do that. So I'm just going to download the latest graphics card driver, and then I will load back into the sim, and we can load back at the airport that I put the code in for, that we're going to do some landing challenge stuff at, assuming that it doesn't crash the computer again. Well, this is fun. Drew. You are lucky to have Oz Flight Sim to talk you through a total stream collapse. He's been there before. He's like a Xanax for YouTubers under stress. Come on, drivers. Let's go. No, it's not, because yeah, the whole computer crashed. So hang on, I'll sort that out. I'll get the music back so we can at least have some background. All right. All right, installing the new driver software. Can anyone hear me? I repeat, can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Alright, now I can see the chat. Okay, reloading up Streamlabs chatbot again. Now to try and reload Flight Sim. I can't believe that everybody has hung around through this absolute debacle. Thank you so much, guys. Bloody hell. And Mr. Jason Stray has come in. Hello, good sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so far we've got further than we did the previous couple of times. The game is loading up, or the sim is loading up, no issue. That was freaking ridiculous. Have not had a problem with the drivers. Ever. My only crashes to desktop have ever been caused by stuff in community folder. Sorry I didn't get an opportunity to land there at Piarco, Port of Spain. We're just going to have to pretend that I did, unfortunately. Jason says Flight Sim must have crashed because it knew I would be here. Ah, there we go. It's Jason's presence that crashed the sim. Black says just landed the 787 at the Challenge Airport. Fuck me. Yeah, let it rapier. The 2060 is cheaper and fatter. God, what the fuck was that? Mr. Sean, hold on to your 1660 until after the 27th of July with the performance optimization that is supposedly coming. You may not need to upgrade from your 1660 Ti with that on the way. Jason says, I prefer A-spoke airports as opposed to B-spoke airports. Well, Jason, I prefer D-spoke airports, so... Sim, would you like to load, or... Yeah, Black, what Lonsky said. Good luck getting that up. So, haha, Jason. What the hell am I choking on? COVID. Jesus. I was going to say, for the fact that all of you hung around during that load of bullshit, Friday stream, I'm going to do a giveaway. That's just my way of saying thanks for not abandoning me thanks to the stupid computer. So yeah, Friday stream, there will be a giveaway for an add-on for Flight Sim 2020. Alright, so what is the IKO for this difficult airport to land at? I'll pop it in the chat again for those who want to head there. And I will see you there. I know you wouldn't leave me, but it's just my way of saying I'm extremely appreciative of the fact that I have a group of people who will hang around no matter what. So, my God, whatever the hell I'm choking on, I don't know what the friggin' hell it is, but it's annoying me. But yeah, I'll do a small giveaway for something, probably from Orbex, because that just makes it relatively easy to do. Jason says, woo, count me out, I've got enough stuff that I can't use. Yes, I know, it's pretty bullshit what's going on with your PC, Jace, mate. Shane says, gotta run, my bedtime, I will lurk in my PJs a little later. Oh, hello. Night, Bryce, night all. Night, Shane, thanks very much, legend. Catch you around. Enjoy lurking in your PJs. Hang on a sec, I'm just gonna turn the microphone off and die. There we go, that fixed it. Whatever it was. Oh, I've still got unlimited fuel turned on. Friggin' bloody thing. Hello aircraft, why are we pitching up so violently? Alright, let's get this puppy down. And then I'll get out on that drone. Let's see if I can set a nice precedence. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jace. Proceeds to hack up lung. So this airport, is it sort of, would it be comparable to St. Barth's? Are they right in what they say about it being the less famous St. Barth's, or is it a little bit easier? Well, Lonsky's absolutely lawn darted it into the ocean on the other side of the hill. Well, I think you're actually supposed to land it over the hill for it to be a challenge. A bit like St. Barth's, that's only a challenge if you land over the hill. Oh, I thought I was going to get another CTD then. I got a good stutter, but we good. Ooh, it's a short runway. Get down, get down. Black's just showing off his 787 piloting skills. Alright. Still trying to hack up a lung. Let's set up the drone speed, and I'll be at the mountain side of the runway. Yeah, so Vruden, I would have to agree with you on that comment. It looks a little bit like St. Barth's. It's a little bit easier, but it's a height. It's like the mountainside is a lot higher than it is at St. Barth's, and you get battered by wind coming off the ridges on both sides, which you don't get at St. Barth's. But you have more time to slow it down after you've come over the hill, so it is slightly easier than St. Barth's. Mr. Sean, we are at... Just cleared the trees there, Lonsky. Nicely done, sir. Very nice. Jason says, watch me landing, I'll be in Wonder Woman's plane. Who's Wonder Woman? Like, I know who Wonder Woman is, but who's Wonder Woman in the sim? Is what I'm getting at. Oh, here comes Black in the 787. Ooh. Did we get a bit of Captain Kangaroo there, sir? Yeah, I'd go around if I was you. Nice attempt, though, mate. The fact that you even managed to get the 787 down to the runway... First time on that crazy approach is something... Now, Mr. Big Jack. Everybody's watching. Nicely done, sir. Yeah, basically, Jason. Very nice, Mr. Jacko. Very nice. Now Gowan's coming in. Mr. Grimm. Beautiful short field landing. Ruden's coming in. He's a bit hot, but he's got probably enough runway to slow it down. Yeah, Drew, I did actually have it locked, and then for some reason, people couldn't access it at all. So I need to play with the permissions on that. But absolutely, I can do that. Mr. Destined Wind. I'm not sure who you are in the chat, if you want to make yourself known. Oh, a bit heavy on the pullback there, Dan. But you're down. And it's a runway excursion. Search Wonder Woman's plane and you will understand. Rightio. I will do that, but first we need to watch Black land a 787 here. He's down, he's a bit rough, but I mean, it is a 787 at this airport, so we can't really... Damn! Alright, I think Black Evo takes the lead there for the fact that he's managed to get a 787 into a 790 metre runway. Mr. Icarus 1. Oh, he's on the center line and everything. Beautiful. Jeez. Everyone's doing a fantastic job of these landings. I'm going to have to find some more difficult airports. My God, Lonsky. Your landing was pretty good, Gowan, I'm not going to lie. Pretty impressive. Leaded Rapier. Good attempt there, sir. I think you're going for a go-round, though. Smart decision. I feel like Black's going for another takeoff. I missed you, Stu. Sorry, mate. I didn't see you. How much fuel have you got in that thing, Black? Like 4% or something? And no payload? Runway snuck up over the ridge? Yeah, it does. Mr. Calling Pigeon on his way in. Beautiful. Straight on the center line, on the numbers. Nice, nice. Oh, that's annoying, Bruden. 5% and empty. Yeah, okay. Really challenge yourself, Black. Full fuel, full payload. Let's see if you can not take off, but land. And you don't have to land over the mountainside either, if that's... I like how determined Lonsky is in the A320 to get a successful landing. He's pretty good with the takeoff. Mr. Dan Random slewing away there. Oh, I crashed a desktop. No, that's so friggin' annoying. I speak from experience, having just been there. I will say though, I feel like the game is running frame rates smoother since I did the driver update. And I mean, that probably says a lot because when I checked my driver, it was the driver that was updated on the 26th of August 2020. So there's been a few driver updates since. Go round, leaded Rapier, go round. Mr. Dan Random, second time round. Beautiful. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Oh, yeah. Sure, Jace. I think I swallowed my drink down the wrong hole or something. Oh, Black's coming in. Brakes. Nicely done. Oh, I've missed Stu again because I was watching black. Sorry, Stu. Oh no, you're not down yet. There we go. About as long as my landing, but probably more centre-lined. Well done, sir. If anyone's feeling ambitious, fully loaded 747. You know me, Jason. Once you go black, you never go back. Is Mr. Sean Dale trying to do it in the DC6? Because I don't have the DC6. Gowan says, this is a lot like landing on runway 32 at my home airport. Follow the mountain down to the runway. What's your home airport, Gowan? Maybe you can pop it in the stream pilot skills challenge, landing challenge area. And we can do it in another, because one of the streams I've got set up for next week's, I think it's the last one in the Caribbean, is going to be short like this one was. So there's going to be time again for a pilot skills challenge at the end. Nicely done, Black. Nicely done. Now to try and get back to the other side of the runway. Good night, Lonsky, mate. Thank you very much for coming along. Sorry that it had to end with a crash to desktop. Absolute legend, bro. Look after yourself, and I will see you possibly in tomorrow's ATS stream. Otherwise, I'm sure you'll be in Shane's Wednesday evening stream. Catch you, mate. Save it. Next 2 weeks I'm not around. Not a problem, Gowan. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Cessna. Oh, Jesus. So we've got about 15 minutes of stream time left. Is everyone quite happy to keep trying this airport, or would we like to just try one more? I'm at the other end of the runway, Black. Oh wow, did Mr. Sean Dale get the DC6 down? Try one more? Okay. Well, Mr. Gowan, would you like to go to that airport now? Seeing as you're still here, that can be the other airport we try once Mr. Jacko and Mr. Black Evo come in their big aircraft. And Leonard's going to try take off in a 747. And then we'll head to KLKP if you'd like. It's not hard, just pretty. Well, here comes Mr. Black Evo 9, Ornate Cornet. Fully loaded 787. And he's done it. Spectacular. Big Jack found the mountain. All right, if we want to go to a difficult airport and save Gowan's suggestion for the detour requests, we can go to this next. Oh shit, I've just missed Leaded Rapier coming into the mountain. Nicely done. See you later, Clive Hawker. Thanks very much for coming along, mate. Much appreciated. Have a good one. Look after yourself. Catch you in the next stream, mate. Did you land that, David, or... Yeah. I'll just make sure I got the code correct for that. It may actually be that. That's my bad. It may actually be that. So I'm going to head to that airport code now. And then that'll be the last airport for the Pilot Skills Challenge for this evening. Next airport is that code that I've just put in chat. I'm not sure what happened there, folks. Yeah, supposedly I was muted, but I never hit the mute button. So, yeah. Very weird. But it's been a stream of weird things this evening. Anyway, I was saying... Oh my god, what the hell did I... cough on this evening. Fuck's sake. I was saying, thank you very much, Jason. $2.26 donations. Absolute legend. More money to spend on games to stream. Yeah, wow, look at the drop-off. If you don't get up in time, this is where you end up. What's wrong with my Streamlabs, Jace? What have I missed? What have I messed up? Bruden, no worries, mate. Thank you very much for coming along. Much appreciated, mate. Always lovely to have you along in the helicopter. I'll see you on the next stream. Look after yourself. Have a good week. I might see you on the American Truck Sim stream tomorrow night. If not, all the best, mate. Sorry, Drew. Obviously, that I must have answered that when my Streamlabs decided it was time to mute my microphone. My next stream is Friday the 9th of July, 11:15 PM GMT plus 10. Unless my roster gets changed for some unbeknownst reason in my last week of work at that place. But and my Saturday stream next week will be delayed till probably about 12:30 AM GMT plus 10 on the 11th of July, so it'll actually be a Sunday morning for me, simply because I have radio interview recording with Mr. Willie Canuck from Sky Blue Radio. The drop-off. Why don't we just fry him up now and serve him with chips? He touched the butt. Stu, see you later, mate. Look after yourself. Thank you very much for coming along. Much appreciated. And look after yourself. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will catch you in the next stream. So is everybody landing on the same side? Yes. Cool. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone's landings. No worries, Jason. Will do. Thank you very much, mate. This is Mr. Shawndale trying to land the DC-6 here. Oh, you're coming in other end in the Neo. Oh, he's skidding the DC-6. Fucking summonats. Oh, here's Mr. Big Jacko. Yeah, absolutely, mate. So we'll make this song the last song of the stream. You certainly did, mate. You certainly did make it. Lots of skidding, but any landing you can walk away from is a good landing, unlike David's landing that just occurred then. This is your jam, is it, Jason? It's your jam, it's my peanut butter. Anyone want to just go play golf at this golf course? Like, hot damn. Side of a mountain, small airport right next door. Do we have Leaded Rapier and Ornate Cornet and David Jacko coming in again? Yeah, it looks like a fantastic place to live up here. How cool would this be? Oh, is he going to stop before the cliff? Icarus 1, bye-bye. Damn, Black, you're showing us all up in the 787. Are you off, Mr. Shawndale? If you are, not a problem, mate. Look after yourself, mate. Have a great rest of the week, and I will catch you in the next stream. Much love to you, brother. Alright, where's Mr. Jacko? I know I said that was going to be the last song, but where's Mr. Jacko? He flipped his A320 previously. If you're on the way in, Dave, let us know and we'll wait for you to come in. Otherwise, we'll call it there. Coming in? Okay. Just because I can't see you. So. Oh, now I can. Alright, if anybody else would like to have one more landing, we're going to let Dave try and redeem himself with the A320neo, and then I'm going to end the stream. Obviously, you guys are more than welcome to keep flying around here after the stream's over, though. Like, free country. Not a problem, Dan. Thank you very much for coming along. You guys are part of the reason why it's so fun. So, thank you. Well, he's got it down. It's not an A320, but he's got it down. And he's flipped it. Nicely done, David. Nicely done. Alright, well, everyone, thank you so much for coming along. I hope everyone enjoyed that stream. I know I certainly did, and the pilot skills challenge at the end is always a fantastic highlight. Being able to just hang out with you all and everybody just have some fun landing various aircraft that you would never land at these locations in real life. So yeah, anyway, those of you who are going to come along to the American Truck Sim stream tomorrow, I will see you then. The rest of you, enjoy your weeks, look after yourselves, and I will catch you on Friday evening, unless something crazy happens to my rostering. Until then, why not? Bellissimo.